I'll tell you. I'll give you one. There's been 3 life-altering scenarios. Only one where I actually doubted the existence of God. Traumatic experiences in my life. 3 major. I mean, I had a lot, but 3 that just like turned to shit. If that makes sense. I was sick. Had a blood poison in my body, and we didn't know what it was. And I was sick for a long time, and I began to lose weight. People thought I was just trying to lean out. I was
leaning out.
Yeah, I was like, no, I was not just leaning out.
That's not it.
To make a really long story really short, I had what's called advanced juvenile periodontal disease. Ultimately, what happened was there was poison and toxin in my joint, in my jaw, and there was so much poison in my jaw that was in my bloodstream, and it was when we went to physicians and my blood toxicity level was through the roof. Well, part of the problem with all this was it attacked my nervous system, and slowly I used to have to take 3 turbo shots to be able to drive from my facility home, which was a 22-minute drive. I was so fatigued, I would fall asleep standing up training people. Like standing up and fall asleep. So the chronic fatigue was one of the side effects of my body just wasting away. So we're trying to figure out what I got to do, and they're telling me what we have to do, which is a major issue of how to deal with this. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, and I'm reading my youngest daughter a book, and I'm looking at the words, and I know I see the word, but I can't remember what the word is.
Oh my God.
And at this point,
scary moment.
Scary. So at this point, there had been other things, but it was slowly, so the cognitive was beginning to break down. So at this point, my next thought really is, okay, I'm about to die. And I begin to picture what my wife, my children, like,
how do they do it without
yeah, like, what that's gonna look like. Dude, and I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, I'm like, this is how it goes. And my wife, dude, I'm telling you, my wife, like, God woke her up, literally, rolls over. It was like 3:30 in the morning. I had put my daughter to bed, and I'm just sitting on the edge of the bed, 3:30 in the morning. She rolls over and puts her hand on my back. We didn't have any conversation. She literally says to me, "You got it. It's all right." Put her hand down, rolled back over, went back to sleep. And in that moment, I said, God, I appreciate that. Because she woke up. And I said, all right.
Gotcha.
We got it.
Got the message.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we got it. And that next morning, I went in, we had to do surgery. It was, they had to put 5 pounds of bone back in my jaw.
Oh.
They had to reframe. And the physician said, we don't understand why the poison is not in your heart. You should be dead. So it's stuff like that makes me say, all right, I'm not so amazing that I'm still alive. Me still being alive is, in my opinion, clearly because I have a whole lot more to do. Right? I'm not just one single person.
Open missions.
Right? Like it ain't. I tried to go home. He was like, no, it ain't over. Get back.
Slow down.
You don't have time. You don't have time. No. So that was one, and that one was so challenging because it was so long. I was sick for a year, and nobody knew. Like 3 people knew: my pastor, my wife, and the sickness. It was killing me.
What kept you going every day, getting up in the morning?
My wife and my kids. Well, no, my wife, my kids, and my clients. God honest truth. If I didn't have all of those people that I felt like I had to show up for, I don't know if I would have been able to show up.